A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously.
When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down, and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone.
We've all seen the headlines, the courtroom illustrations, the viral footage of Diddy in handcuffs. But what if the most explosive part of this entire saga isn't about the charges dominating the news today, but about a death the public was quietly encouraged to move past? At this very moment, away from cameras and courtrooms, a dangerous collaboration is reportedly forming. One that could completely rewrite the narrative surrounding Kim Porter's death. And it's being driven by two people uniquely positioned to challenge the story we were given: her son, Quincy Brown, and the one artist Diddy was never able to control, 50 Cent. This isn't just another true crime project in development. It's a deliberate move, years in the making, and the timing couldn't be more incriminating. Diddy is behind bars. His empire is unraveling. His inner circle is fracturing. And now, the two figures he allegedly kept quiet for years are stepping forward to ask the question no one else dared to ask: was Kim Porter's 2018 death ever truly just pneumonia?
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book.
Let's be precise about what's unfolding. Quincy Brown, the son Diddy helped raise but never fully owned, has spent years navigating a careful balance. Present in courtrooms, yet never defending his stepfather. Publicly respectful, yet conspicuously silent when questions about his mother's final days surfaced. According to insiders, that silence was never weakness. It was calculation. While Diddy's biological sons, Christian and Justin, became entangled in the legal storm, named in lawsuits, photographed in handcuffs during the now infamous federal raids, Quincy remained untouched. No accusations. No public meltdowns. Just distance and patience. And now that Diddy is incarcerated, that restraint appears to be over. Sources close to the project claim Quincy has been working directly with 50 Cent, the same figure whose Netflix expose Sean Combs, The Reckoning rattled the industry earlier this year. But here's the detail that matters: that documentary barely mentioned Kim Porter. A silence so blaring it sparked outrage online. Now, we're learning that omission may have been intentional. According to those familiar with the project, Quincy wasn't ready, not yet. He was waiting. And now, that moment has arrived.
Out in front of this and, tried to persuade Netflix not to come forward with it. I think it's an interesting argument because what they're claiming is, Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, has had a long-standing, animosity against Diddy and sort of vice versa. And because he's at the helm, they're arguing this can't be taken seriously. This should sort of be seen as propaganda. And one of the things that Netflix hit back with was, yes, he's the executive producer. He doesn't necessarily have creative control. And that's something.
The implications go far beyond personal grief. This is about a death ruled natural that never sat right with those closest to Kim. Official records state she died on November 15, 2018, from lobar pneumonia after a sudden decline that began just 8 days earlier with flu-like symptoms. No chronic illness. No substance abuse history. Just a rapid deterioration inside her Toluca Lake home, where she was found unresponsive in bed by a family member. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner closed the case in 2019, labeling it tragic but non-suspicious. But cracks in that explanation have haunted her family ever since. Kim tested negative for the flu. Negative for strep. She was treated with antibiotics, vitamins, and pain medication, standard care. By November 14, her family says she was improving. Her fever had broken. She was reportedly well enough to receive a massage that evening, a detail that continues to raise eyebrows. If she was battling a severe lung infection, why was a masseuse brought into her home? Who arranged it? And why has that individual never been publicly identified? Then there's the timeline itself. November 7th, sore throat. November 12th, fever. November 15th, death. For a healthy 47-year-old woman, that progression isn't just fast, it's statistically rare. Yet the case was sealed.
About 4 of them that knows everybody dirty secrets.
The first major figure to publicly challenge the ruling was Al B. Sure, Kim's ex-partner and Quincy's biological father. In July 2020, he posted a tearful video recounting the moment he learned she had died, accompanied by a caption that left no ambiguity: "I know for a fact Kimberly didn't just suddenly die from pneumonia. That's some BS." The post was later removed after Quincy reportedly asked him to take it down, describing it as emotionally triggering. But Al didn't retreat. In later interviews, he hinted that Kim had confided fears to him, that she had sent cryptic messages in the weeks before her death, and that she felt she was running from something she couldn't fully explain. In November 2021, he reignited speculation by posting a throwback photo of himself, Kim, and Quincy with a chilling caption, "You would never believe what she went through." He added that Kim once told him, "Life imitating art. Art imitating life." Now it all makes sense. Then came another shock. Months after reigniting these claims, Al collapsed in his studio, suffering what doctors described as a sudden multisystem organ failure. He spent nearly 2 months in a coma. He survived, but the timing unsettled many. After speaking out about Kim's death, he nearly lost his own life. When he later addressed the incident publicly, he was blunt. Asked by Fox 5 New York whether he believed Diddy or his associates were responsible, Al responded without hesitation, "Yes. Absolutely. There was a bounty on my head."
Take somebody's phone. Why would you take somebody's tablet or her computer? It was some foul play.
Fast forward to the present. Al's claims are no longer dismissed as fringe speculation. They're part of a growing demand for accountability. And Quincy, according to insiders, has been quietly building a case, reaching out to former associates, revisiting old timelines, and most importantly, securing 50 Cent's involvement. This matters. Because 50 isn't a casual participant. His Netflix project didn't just rehash rumors, it exposed alleged systems of coercion, documented freak-off culture, and revealed internal strategies within Diddy's operation. For years, he mocked Diddy publicly while, according to sources, privately collecting information, particularly around Kim Porter's death, a subject most avoided. Quincy aligning with him now isn't accidental. It's intentional. This project isn't about nostalgia or rumor recycling. It's about assembling pieces that have been hiding in plain sight.
Explain why he's speaking out now.
He said he's speaking out because he believes Diddy's a predator. He wants accountability, and he doesn't want someone like this to run unchecked.
Those pieces form a troubling pattern. Start with the medical ruling, lobar pneumonia. A serious condition, yes, but rarely fatal in healthy adults within days. Yet Kim died before emergency responders could intervene. Then there's her alleged memoir, dismissed by her children as fake and labeled a cash grab by Diddy's attorneys. But multiple individuals, including producer Chris Todd, have stated the manuscript existed, was stored digitally, and contained explosive revelations about her relationship with Diddy. Al Bashir has publicly claimed Kim's electronic devices vanished after her death, her computer, her notes, any digital record of her experiences. He suggested evidence was deliberately removed. He even linked her case to what he described as the quiet removal of other prominent figures, a comment that resonated deeply with industry insiders. And the pattern doesn't end there. Heavy D died at 44 from pneumonia-related complications. Bobby Christina Brown was found unresponsive in a bathtub. Her autopsy cited lobar pneumonia as a contributing factor. Brittany Murphy died at 32, her death also attributed to pneumonia despite persistent claims of poisoning. Each case different, yet eerily similar. Each individual connected, however loosely, to Diddy's orbit. And each death left unanswered questions.
He put his hands on females, put his hands on producers, executives. That's just his. I guess that's what the whole name Bad Boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? Why did he choose that name? He never really gave a clear definition of how he feels about.
Now consider Quincy's role. He was present the night Kim died. He stood by Diddy during early legal turbulence but never publicly defended him. When Homeland Security raided Diddy's properties in 2024, Quincy was notably absent, unlike Christian and Justin, who were photographed in handcuffs. At the time, whispers circulated that Quincy was cooperating with authorities, possibly even the FBI. Those rumors were never confirmed, but the optics spoke volumes. Quincy wasn't reacting emotionally. He was positioning himself. And if this documentary is real, we're about to understand why. Insiders say he's been holding onto information for years, waiting until retaliation was impossible. With Diddy incarcerated, his legal team scrambling, and former allies turning against him, that window has opened. And if this project delivers what sources claim, it won't just reopen Kim's case. It could expose a systematic method, one that ties intimidation, silence, and unexplained deaths into a single narrative.
Sorry, I'm just I'm in this moment right now. This is crazy. Sorry. People don't really know how much what it does to you when something that you love is taken from you and thrown away like it don't even matter, and then they move on with their lives and you're stuck. You're stuck during those years. You're still stuck 21.
Then there's 50 Cent. A man whose feud with Diddy stretches back decades, rooted in accusations that Diddy played a role in the events leading to 50 being shot 9 times. Over the years, 50 dropped hints, jokes, and warnings, culminating in a documentary that pulled back the curtain on Diddy's empire. But this time, he's not operating from the sidelines. He's reportedly embedded in this project, shaping it alongside Quincy. And history shows that when 50 moves, he moves with receipts. His last documentary featured footage no one knew existed, private legal strategy sessions caught on camera. If he has similar material related to Kim Porter's death, this isn't content. It's a controlled explosion. Diddy's legal team continues to deny everything. His children publicly maintain the pneumonia narrative. But fractures are visible. Lawsuits name Christian and Justin. The twins remain silent. And Quincy is stepping forward. The real question isn't what the documentary reveals, it's what happens afterward. Because if Kim's death wasn't natural, if AL's collapse wasn't random, then this story isn't about one woman. It's about an entire machine, one that's been operating openly for years.
Did he? Or didn't he? Well, if he didn't, he's got a lot to explain. Well, apparently what Diddy's done now, which is a very interesting thing, is he's on the offensive of sorts. That's right, Sean Diddy Combs has initiated a $100 million defamation lawsuit.
We've all heard about Diddy's infamous parties, places where power shifted hands and boundaries were allegedly erased. But what if those gatherings served another purpose? When we connect Kim Porter's death to other high-profile losses tied to Diddy's circle, a disturbing pattern emerges. Heavy D's sudden collapse. Bobby Christina's unexplained end. Brittany Murphy's controversial passing. Each ruled natural. Each leaving doubts behind. Each eliminating someone who may have known too much. Individually, they're tragedies. Together, they suggest something far more organized.
Afraid of coming forward. They've been afraid of what he could potentially do to them within the industry, what he could do to them professionally, maybe even personally. And so yes, it's been a dark secret they've held on to for a very, very long time.
And then there's the money. Because this isn't just about justice, it's about leverage. Kim's alleged memoir wasn't simply a personal account. According to sources, it detailed Diddy's private dealings, his methods of control, and how voices were allegedly suppressed. Had it surfaced in 2018, it could have ended everything long before Cassie Ventura's lawsuit or federal indictments. Instead, it vanished along with Kim's devices. That disappearance mirrors a playbook. And if Quincy's documentary substantiates even part of this, the fallout won't be symbolic. It'll be financial, legal, and irreversible.
The flight where Diddy said to her,
showed her
she
the video,
testified
showed her the
that
freak-off video.
he showed her a video of a freak-off that she participated in and said, if you don't participate in another freak-off when we get to New York, I'm going to put this video out. I'm going to send it to your mother.
And that's coercion,
She testified
if it's true.
to that.
If the jury
believed her,
yeah,
that's coercion. They would have
Which brings us back to Quincy Brown, the wild card. The son who waited. The stepson who never rushed to defend or condemn. His silence wasn't absence. It was preparation. With Diddy locked up and his support system collapsing, Quincy's partnership with 50 Cent isn't just symbolic. It's strategic. Because 50 doesn't gamble on empty stories. If he's backing this, it's because he believes it detonates.
Specifically challenges allegations suggesting that Mr. Combs and his involvement in the 2018 of his former partner Kim Porter, whose passing was officially attributed to natural causes by the Los Angeles County.
We've seen exposés before. But this one feels different. Because it's not just about a fallen mogul. It's about the people who stayed silent and those who never got the chance to speak. If Kim Porter's death wasn't what we were told, who helped maintain the lie? And what happens when those names surface? One thing is clear, this isn't the end. It's the opening chapter. And when the truth comes out, the consequences won't stop with Diddy. They'll reach everyone who helped keep it buried.